So it's Light and Lex back for another video. We first wanted to thank each and every one of you guys from the bottom of our hearts, those who've supported us throughout 2017. And as we get into this new year, we just want to start this year with a Q&A. Over the past few weeks, we've asked you guys to submit questions you guys have for us, whether they're silly, personal, spiritual, or anything like that. So we wanted to jumpstart this year by going through that.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask the first question, and we'll kind of just go back and forth like that.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Number one, when/how did you guys know that you wanted to get married?
Good question. So, personally, as the pursuer, it was my intention ever since getting in a relationship with her that I wanted this to end in marriage and even, you know, down the road have kids and all that. So for me, I kind of told myself that I did not want to pursue her if it wasn't with the intention of, you know, getting married. So yeah, so I'd say I knew it from the bat, and obviously that looks different case by case. Friendship is a huge thing. Make sure you're friends with the person. Yeah. I just had the privilege of knowing her, what was it, four years prior to dating her, so I kind of knew her, and I just got to know her more intimate.
Yeah, and I was just going to interject really quickly and say that in the same way, I knew him for all those years, but I had experienced a lot of heartbreak in the past, so I didn't know immediately that I wanted to marry him, but through his pursuit.
Through his pursuit, yeah.
Through his pursuing me, and just through him loving me like Christ, and just, you know, through his actions, I realized, okay, I was falling more and more in love with him, and my heart was allowing me to love him.
Question 2: if you could have anyone give a speech at your wedding, who would it be?
Honestly,
Morgan Freeman.
I was gonna say it'd be cool to have someone like Will Smith or Selena Gomez, but the cheesy answer and the true answer for me is exactly who's gonna give a speech. My maids of honor, parents. What's your favorite cereal? Let's say on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Cornflakes.
Crunch.
Oh no, not cornflakes. What's the sugar?
Oh, Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes. Yep.
Cinnamon
They're
Crunch.
great. So question 4: what do you all do when you just want to spend time together but need a little bit of me time?
Okay.
This pertains more so to her because she's introvert and I'm an extrovert, so I always want to be with people.
Honestly, this was something that was actually really hard in the beginning of our relationship, remember?
Yeah.
For Light specifically, because I would I just need to be alone for a little bit, and he'd be like, but I want to spend time with you. And people say usually it's the other way around, the girls I want to spend time, and the guy's I need to chill. But
I'm kind of sensitive, so.
No, you're great.
I
am too. But honestly, I'm introverted, so I recharge by being alone. So we just had to be really honest, communicate well. I think that was a big one, was communicating, and I had to learn how to communicate what I was feeling and why I was feeling it. And then he had to learn how to allow and accept that we're not going to be able to spend 24/7 together. Now, being engaged.
I didn't want 24/7.
But that was dating.
I just want 24/6.
But now, that was during dating. But now being engaged, it's more of a thing of we're realizing, and specifically me, I'm gonna be with him 24/7, whether I want to or not. But I really do want to.
Sheesh.
I really do want to.
Lipstick.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Number 5. Will you guys name your first son Emmanuel?
Amen.
God with us.
Yes, but no.
God's with us in our hearts.
Yeah, so, no. Do you make a living only on your photography business?
Well, I personally don't. I just started on this photography journey with him about 3 or 4 months ago, kind of almost right after engagement, and it's been so exciting learning how to edit and take better photos and all that jazz. And so us coming together to kind of start our own thing has been really cool. But then him on his own, he can answer even better. Yeah,
so I mainly kind of freelance. Eventually I want to own my own business, media consulting. But as of right now, the short answer is no. I still work a 9-to-5 full-time job. So I hope that God opens up that door, but if not, I'm kind of satisfied with where we're at.
Okay, number 7. Where are you going on your honeymoon?
We don't know yet, but we've thought about Greece.
Greece, California.
Yeah. You know the Cheetah Girls, they went to, what was it?
They went
Greece?
to Barcelona.
Which is,
right?
Yeah, in Spain. So it's kind of close. Check my,
Geography was just not his thing.
Yeah, I love math though.
Oh, it's me. He loves math.
Oh,
Number
what the
8.
heck? I didn't even realize that.
Alright, what's 9 plus 10?
19.
21.
I don't know. That
he
gets a
loves
no
math.
from me, dog.
Alright, number 9. That's you.
Okay. What was your shoe size at 8?
At age 8.
At age 8, yeah.
I don't know. Well, that's a weird question, Phil.
Yeah. I feel like mine was like a 7.
7.
Yeah.
At age 8.
Yeah. Is that bad?
That's huge.
7. Oh gosh, that is. No, but like.
You were in a
Is that
7.
church?
No. Because you're size 12.
Yeah, 12.
You were in a 7. Right?
Well,
I don't know.
We don't know the answer to that. How do you stay pure?
Oh, sorry, guys.
Ew, what the heck? Why was...
How do you stay pure? Wow, this is a loaded question.
By taking heed of the word, that's what the Bible says.
Yeah, the word. But also practically, like, we don't, like candid, right? Let's be candid. It's not always easy to stay pure. In the beginning of our relationship specifically, it was really hard to stay pure, and we didn't have a ton of people around us at the time. But I think being in a community and having people around you is huge. Like having other couples and everything. Not staying out too late, one-on-one. Like, for us, we say no car. It's just like, don't hang out alone in the car. I think there's lots of practical ways, like don't hang out alone in a room or in a house. And also, keeping your mind on Christ.
Awkwardly, we're in a room right
We
now
are in a
by
room.
ourselves.
But my mom's right down the hall, and also we're at a point now where it's way easier to stay pure because we're like, our mind is just like so not. I mean, it's still like it's still a struggle, but I'm saying it's like it's easier than it was.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
So question 11, what's your favorite food?
My favorite food, salmon, and sushi, and frozen yogurt. Those are my top 3. What are yours?
Mine are pizza, quesadillas, and burgers, but it has to be right.
Wing. Oh, chicken.
Oh, wings are good too.
Okay. Number
Ooh.
12. In all caps. Who is Jesus and why do y'all love him?
So, Jesus to me is everything, and I know that's a cliche saying, but growing up in the church, literally all my life from 0 to 25, I was raised in the church, and so for me, I went through some years where I was numb to the gospel, where, it kind of just like bounced off of my emotions, my mind, like I wasn't grasping what it truly meant that God sent His only Son, and so for me, Jesus to me kind of like is everything in the sense that He's everything that I want to be, but even more so practically, I want to be able to exemplify that to even those who are still in church and feel the same way that I did, years back, and even those in the world who were supposed to, fulfill the Great Commission through.
Jesus is my very, 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 very best friend. Like, He's the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, and He's the one who saved me. And unlike, I didn't really grow up in church, so don't have that necessarily childhood backing.
Wait, so were you ratchet?
No.
Okay.
Testimonies, y'all. But yeah, He is my saving grace. Like, He's the one where I can go to for any single thing, every burden I can cast on Him, and He's beautiful. Jesus is beautiful. He is everything, like you said, and we love Him because He is love in itself. Like, He is all good things and all lovely things and all wonderful things.
So question 13 says, when traveling / vacationing together, how do you travel prep? Do you have to get separate hotel rooms, stay with friends? I've seen Christian engaged couples go on trips and stuff together and always wondered about this.
Okay, so the quick answer is that we actually don't travel together. If you were an ice cream flavor, what would you be?
Cookies and ice cream. Cookies and, what is it?
Cream?
Cookies and cream ice cream?
Why? Why would you be that?
It's just so delicious, ferocious.
Oh, because you're delicious. It's like that.
It's just
Ferocious.
Yeah, it's a mix of both worlds.
Okay.
I don't know what that means, but I feel like it makes sense.
You
to
get
one of
the
you guys.
best of both worlds. I would be mint chocolate chip because. Are you ever paying me and Arameh back for Taco Bell?
So, quick background about that. Back a few years ago, I had a card, right? the story sounds weird, but essentially I would drive people to places and then in return they'd pay for food. So the quick answer is, heck no, I'm not paying you back, bro.
Shoot.
But the Christian answer is, I'll pray about it.
Oh boy. He'll pay you back one day.
One day. Number 16 is, what does it really mean to have a Christian relationship? It's bigger than not just having sex.
Yep. And that is true. So I think a Christian relationship is one that's clearly, founded on Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Christian, Christ. Yeah, but it's
Christian in Christ.
like
That's deep.
stuff. No, but really, it's founded, rooted, and centered around Him. And I think that's what separates it from relationships in the world, because our foundation is Him and our center point is Him. So it's like whenever we make a decision, we center that decision around what God wants us to do, or whenever we, whatever we do, basically, it's all about what does He want first, what do we want second. And then also my second thought of what a Christian relationship is I just lost my thought. What do you have?
I caught it.
Okay, you go.
So essentially how Lex was describing it, I tend to think of it as like filtering everything you do through like a Christ-like, mannerism and such. And so it's, no matter what we do, it's not taking your gaze off the cross.
But you keep it.
And I just lost my train of thought.
No, you didn't. I did that, I'm sorry.
Keeping God first, that's the best way to say it. Okay? I'm not even looking at the camera. I wonder if my eyes were crossed like...
Okay, wait, let me finish. So the thought I had though that I lost and then I found when he was talking was that it's not even really about us. Because I think that's something that we, in the beginning, we were like, wow. Like we were really it was so, it's new, it's fresh, it's exciting. Yeah, excited. But halfway through, we started realizing like it's not even about us, and when we make it about us, when we made it about us, and when we make it about us,
what?
Fine.
Okay.
It's really long, and you're gonna be mad when we're editing this.
No,
you are.
No.
Listen, so but it's like when we make it about us, it just all things go haywire. Like nothing goes right. That's when fights happen. When you make it about yourself, that's when impurity happens. Like that's when all the things that the enemy wants to happens. When you make your relationship that's supposed to be founded and centered on Christ, when you make it about you. And so I think that was a big thing was for us in a Christian relationship. It's like it's making it to glorify Him more than to glorify us. All right, next question. Name your favorite thing about the other person.
Physically or what?
Whatever.
I like your eyes.
Okay.
And I also like your personality.
What about my personality?
I like that it's bubbly. Because sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it is annoying. Simply because, let me explain myself.
It's like no.
Just
and
be
try to be
real.
dramatic.
Just because you're so and like I'm so chill.
First of all, if y'all know Light, he's typically not.
No, I'm chill, yo. I'm chill. You know what I'm saying? I'm chill out here.
Okay.
Last question is, who's a better dancer? And if you follow me on Instagram, Light Up the World, with 2 Ds. You kind of know the answer to that.
Do they though?
Yeah, I'm the better dancer.
Are you sure?
I'm the better dancer.
Like, close your eyes. I'm gonna dance for you. Oh, that sounds.
That sounds so
but
weird.
just close them. I'm gonna dance really quickly. You ready?
Yep. Oh no.
Dun 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 dun. You're so cute.
Tell me why.
Did you expect that?
Tell me why I told myself, why do I have to close my eyes?
No, but in all honesty, Light is the better dancer. He's a great dancer, and I love to dance, but I'm half white, y'all, so I didn't get those moves.
Yeah, what's up? Huh? Yeah.
Okay, chill.
Yeah.
Chill now.
Yeah.
They can't even see me.
Oh, they can see it. Oh.
Alright, it's out. Got a lot of cleaning up to do.
This was a pretty fun video. I guess we'll see you next time. And as always, stay light and lax. Is that a thing?
No, not at all.